Alright guys, thank you for joining me once again down here on the River Thames Foreshore. So, found my first find, here it is. Can you see it? Little star. It's a tiny bead. It's really sweet, modern and cute. It's a keeper, you know it. Let's see what else we can find today. Look at this gorgeous specimen. I know you can see her. You might think I'm a bit weird to get so excited about the humble pin, but you know why that is. It's because look at the colour of it. It's got that Thames gilding in full flow. No, it's not golden. It's just this lovely patina that pins in the Thames take on sometimes. They look beautiful and gold. Just a funny colour, trick of the eye, but yeah, lovely. Now down here we've got just the very faintest outline of what I hope is something complete. There it is. Semicircle. I'm hoping it's not a shell but a pipe. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's see how much there is. Oh, maybe just, oh, I don't know. Hang on a second. Oh, it's got some resistance, so maybe, Alright, if I can just extract this with my fingers. I think it's got a bit of stem on it. You can see there the milling around the top. Let's see. Oh, it's a nice one. Quite a long flat one there. Get that washed off, that's 17th century. Well, I've delayed the washing off because I spotted first this little piece of typeface. Oh, nice, X. Okay, lovely, nice and clear. And then I spotted another bowl, so that's the one I just pulled up, and here we go. Oh, there's another. There we go, 2 little pipe bowls. Okay, let's see what we've got down here. If we're lucky, it might be decorated. If we're unlucky, it'll be plain. If we're really lucky, it might be something else. Okay, here we go. There. It's plain. Plain, really worn tomback. Tomback button. Good sign though. There are some bits and bobs around here. Keep looking here before we head off to another spot. Here's a fun little game for you. As you know, things that we find on the River Thames, significant and or over 300 years of age, we have recorded on the Portable Antiquities Scheme. These are the latest finds I took along to my finds liaison officer. Guess which ones he chose to record this time. I'll let you know at the end of the video. Now then, is this going to be something exciting, or are we going to be sorely disappointed? You can see glass, but what else? Oh, it looks nice. Look at that. Okay, let's, oh my goodness me. What have we found? Okay, it's got some age. Oh, really sweet. You wouldn't expect to be finding this here, and look, it's complete. Does it also have a cork in it? I think it might. Alright, let's get that washed off. Looks like a cork. Looks like it's a bit nibbled around the back, but yeah, really nice. Wouldn't expect to find that here, as I say. Early 20th, late Victorian, early 20th. Let's get it washed off. Okay, so just give that a little wash, and I can see, aha, it's one I know. It's Edward Mannering. My goodness me, honestly, I sound so surprised because it's a really lovely little aqua bottle. It's still got the cork in, so obviously when that dries out it might shrink. I think it's a cork. The liquid inside, you know, whatever mixture of eau de Thames and whatever. But yeah, really, really gorgeous little bottle there. I think that probably is it Victorian? Let's see, where does the... No, maybe a bit later. I love it though, I'm really, really pleased with that. Edward Mannering was a pungent pickle maker from Peckham, as one Instagrammer described him. Edward Mannering, father and son. So we've got the first Edward Mannering in the Victorian period. He was contractor to His Majesty's Admiralty. He was making pickles and sauces, first on the Old Kent Road, and then later he had a factory in Peckham. And Mannering continue, I think, to this day under another name. They bought out Hayward's Pickles later in the 20th century. So it started with Edward Mannering on the Old Kent Road and continues to this day in the form of other pickles. I think now foreign owned, possibly a Japanese company. Here are some images of the original Edward Mannering pickles. Now, while I was researching them, and I mean, there's quite a lot on the bottles and kind of facts of where they were running their business from. They did relocate to Suffolk in the 50s, I think. There's one really curious snippet of a story I keep finding, and I will search and find it and then share it with you later. And that is of Mrs. Jones, the pickle onion lady of Mannering's Pickle Factory, who at that point were on Commercial Way in Peckham. And she saved the life of someone called Violet Fisher, now Jones, no relation to the Mrs. Jones, the pickle onion lady. Anyway, this little curious nugget, I want to find out what all this is about, but I love the fact there was a pickled onion lady, or the pickle onion lady of Mannering's. Lovely find from this area here. You don't expect to find things so intact here. I haven't had one of these for a while, so it's very welcome. Look at this cutie. What a lovely fossil. Ah, just made it wet. It's less visible. But yeah. This is a beautiful echinoid. It's a micraster type. They have a number of nicknames, including fairy loaves, and there are loads of old folkloric stories and symbolism related to these fossils. They're really neat finds. Here's some I found earlier. There's an ammonite in there as well, but the rest are echinoid fossils. I've got a great fossil collection now, and I'm just starting to get to grips with it because it's a really mind-blowing thing. If you want to read a bit more about that, head over to my Patreon, where I've got a long read on micrasters, fairy loaves, fossils this week. There's another really cute thing down here. If I can find it again. Right, let's have a look. Where has it gone? It's tiny. Aha, I see it. You can see it probably because it's sort of magnified on the screen. There. And yeah, little washer, but near that. Look at this gem. Tiny gem. Cut glass, I think. Look at that. Really sweet. Happy to add that to my collection. Maybe use it in something, a piece of jewellery. That's so sweet. You know when I say the first thing I find, is it or isn't it gonna give me a flavour for the day? Well, mine was a bead. Again, I've just lost the thing that I found a second ago, right, so keeping me on my toes here. Let me try and find this thing. Aha, I've got it in my sights, right. Going in for it. Clearly, it's a bead. There. A bead with some age. There it is. Nice thing. Notoriously hard to date. I mean, you know, I want to give it some great age, but I don't really know. Probably, let's say post-medieval, but feels ceramic, pitted. We'll have a closer look when I'm home, but yeah, I think it's a beady, gemmy kind of day. All right, and there we go, another lovely piece of letter press, really chunky one. Hey, so I can see two lovely things here, and you know, this bead guidance day, here's one thing, another piece of type with nothing on, so we'll leave that. But look down here, it's a little heart. So yeah, mystery heart. Perhaps it would have been attached to something, a little mount. Isn't that sweet? All the sweet things today, all the cute stuff. Uh-oh. As ever, old Butterfingers has entered the chat. Now, we've got a little task here. Who can see it first? Let's see. I've got it. There you go. All right, nice. And right next to the heart, there's a piece of lead shot that has actually hit something. It's been fired. Look at that. So we've got a bit of love and hate together. All right, I'm not going to take it, but look at this. So I'm guessing that kind of handle of a teapot or something. Victorian transferware, but it's still quite lovely. There we go. Just thought I'd show you. Well, I was just having a little poke around here, and there's actually quite a few pieces of lead shot. So there's one, there's another. So someone's been a bit trigger happy down here with their whatever they've used. This pistol shot. I'd say 18th century. Yeah, so that's the third piece. I'll see if there's any more hanging about, but yeah, so the third. We've got 3 pieces today of this lead shot. There we are, heavy stuff. There is a very coin-like thing down here, but it looks worn. So let's have a look and see what we've got, and whether it is a coin at all. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I think so. What is that on there? Okay, I need to get this home, give it a clean, and we'll have a look. Yeah, interesting. Full disclosure, we're going to give major props to Simon Finds for telling me, being the first to tell me, this is a Roman coin. I put it up on Instagram, kind of hidden in the background of another post, thinking, I wonder if someone's going to spot this. He pipes up, is that a Roman? Yes, it is. I have dated it as possibly a Constantine, so quite late on in the Roman occupation of Londinium, and it's currently being recorded with the Portable Antiquities Scheme, so I'll let you know more about this coin later as soon as I know. But yeah, great. Roman coin. Love it. You know there's no chance I'm leaving this, don't you? Look at this. Beautiful tin glazed ware, so that would have been some sort of bowl. But there, a really nice glimpse of what the decoration would have been. And I think, probably 18th century with that one, maybe 17th, but very nice piece. Awkward to keep because it's not flat, obviously, but very nice. Coming home with me. Now we're getting to the end of the day and I found a lovely thing down here. Doesn't look lovely this way and it needs a bit of delicate handling. Oh, that's not it. Just kidding, guys. Let's find it. I've lost it again. You know what? Oh, I know where it is. Okay, ready? For real this time. Lovely thing. Needs a bit of handling. Look at that. So, twisted in here with some concretion is this piece of, I'm guessing it's Victorian, some sort of jewellery there with a little gem in the centerpiece. So I'll get it taken off from this that it's stuck to, and yeah, that's really sweet. Maybe a brooch or part of a necklace. I'm guessing a brooch. Love that. Very nice. I've got to be honest, I thought it was going to be a bit touch and go there, but I managed to get that concretion off. So you can see there's a paste gem still there, and there, and there, and a central one. And we're missing the gems from this side. Oh, we're missing a large gem from there. Isn't that a sweet thing? Really pretty. Alrighty, I have seen another tantalising dress accessory related thingy down here, and for once I went away from it and I've remembered where it is. So if you want to do a spot the find, we can, and then I'm going to go into it. I haven't looked at it yet, so it could just be a button, but it could be a cufflink. It's a button, but it's a nice button. Look at that. A nice early button. So I'll give you a look in a sec when that's cleaned up. That could be 17th, 16th, 17th century. Really nice. I'll be able to see when I get home. If it's solid, it's earlier. If it's hollow, a bit later. I think that's earlier, judging by the irregular shank there. Yeah, oh god, it's solid, I can feel. Yeah, all day long, 16th to 17th century button. Love that, very nice. There we go. Is that sharpshooter again, or is there more than one? Was there a duel down here? Oh my goodness, was it a shootout? But yes, more lead shot. So lead shot piece number 4 for the day. Okay folks, so we're going to have a little look down here. I think you can probably see. I know where it is, so it's obvious to me. And for once I've actually remembered where it is. Anyway, it's kind of obvious, but here we go. And we'll see. You see, I've had a little scrape there already. So, pipe roll, no stone. But let's see how much is on it. Yep, complete 17th century pipe bowl. There we go. Get that cleaned up, and I'll show you in a bit. I'm going to swing around to it in the same way that I saw it. So see, yell at the screen when you spot it. But it's always nice to spot one in the wild, just like this. And honestly, I haven't touched it. This is how it is. How I found it. First time you're going down to pick it up. Let's have a look. There we go. A lovely 18th century clay tobacco pipe with partial stem. And we've got some initials there. A. Who knows? Alfie Adams? Who knows? We can have a look actually. We'll look on the database of clay pipes of London makers and see if we can find anyone that it might might match to you. I mean, it might match to you, but yeah, lovely to find a pipe like this. Nice. I've spied a little something down here. Could be modern junk, could be something. Let's have a look. Okay, where's it gone? I have lost this one. Aha! Let's see. A little hook of nothingness. Now I've just flicked up what looks like a little leather button, and I love these. We'll have a closer look when it's cleaned and at home. But yeah, love little leather button finds. So we'll do a little look into that. This area is also throwing up lots of these tin glaze sagger pieces. So I'm going to take that. I've got some pegs that fit in there. And I think you'll recognise this from previous videos, but I'll show you it in more detail. I'm either being completely, totally, ridiculously fanciful, or this is an arrowhead. Now that's a bit exciting. That is a fine reward for being out here on a cold but beautifully sunny day. I mean, am I being fanciful? Is it something else completely? You see that hollow there to stick on the end of a projectile? Also potentially hugely chunky piece of floor tile. I need to have a look at that when I get home. Hey, we've got a lot of pipes coming up here. Can you see it? There it is. Let's see how much stem we've got on this one. Probably not much. Let's have a look. See if I can get it up without. I think it's just the bowl. Oh, a tiny bit. There we go. Another 17th century. A little bit nibbled. Take that though. Now I wish I had this, me finding this on video, because it was one of those things where I'm like, this might be a thing. Totally unconvinced, you know, it's like a bit like this, I spotted. Actually, it is a thing. It's got some kind of markings on there. I'm not sure exactly what kind of thing it is at the moment. The markings look like a coin weight. But it's super light, I don't want to blow away. Can you see there? So there's 3 dots, circle things. Maybe a 1 and X or something. I mean, it's kind of, it looks like it's been clipped at the corners. Not very sure. Here's the answer you've all been waiting for. Our Finds Liaison Officer of London chose the following. The blade, which I think is a dagger or basilard fragment. He took the crossbow or arrowhead, the crossbow bolt or arrowhead, and he also took the Roman coin. I almost forgot, he also took that 4-part bag seal, so looking forward to seeing what all of those things are in more detail. When I have the information back about those, I will update you. Right guys, as I said, it is freezing yet again. It is so cold out here, and I forgot my specs. So I've been a bit up against it today. Anyway, we had some nice finds, pleased, especially with that bottle and the fossil. yeah, all that's left to say is thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next.